Most of the times we mistreat our soft skills. What do you mean by that, Praveen? I'm running an IT company. Imagine for a moment if I'm asking one of my colleagues to improve coding skills. He's a coder. He will say, yes, Praveen, I'm interested. But if I'm asking the same person to improve his communication skills, he will hesitate or procrastinate, or he will not be very keen to do that most of the times. And we also know this, we have heard this, witnessed this, seen this, that if you really want to grow exponentially in your life, you need blend of both soft and hard skills. But why we mistreat soft skills? Let's understand this with the help of two simple soft skills example. Many times we stop in a soft skill somewhere here only. There are 4 steps in every soft skill, and many of us, we stop here only, and that's the reason our interest towards learning that skill sometimes disappear or it goes down. Let's understand with meditation. Now you will say, Praveen, is meditation a soft skill or hard skill? I think very simple to understand. Coding is required only for coders. Imagine if I start learning coding, then it's, I think, absolutely not required. I'm a pharmacist by education. But meditation is required for everyone. It's like you are at the infancy stage of the career, middle of the career, top of the career. Doesn't matter which country you represent, doesn't matter which gender you represent, what age you represent, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who you are and how much money you have in your account, doesn't matter, but meditation is something which is essential for everyone. I'm a student of Vipassana meditation, and let me use the learning from that Vipassana meditation to put this thing in correct context. So I did my 10 days of Vipassana course. Now, in those 10 days, one fundamental thing which I have learned is this, that I have to practice meditation even after 10 days in my life. Still we don't do it. So many Vipassana meditation students, they completed 10 days. How many of you actually coming back to your life, and as we pledged on the last day, we committed on the last day that once we are back to life, at least 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening before we sleep, we will do. How many of us we are doing that? Knowing the fact that it's important, still we don't do. Let's understand that. It's a soft skill. Let's understand why we don't do it. For that, you need to understand what exactly we have learned in Vipassana. If you have to divide Vipassana 10 days, you have to divide in 2 parts, 3 plus 7. Initial 3 days, we learn only one thing. Only one thing. That is how to focus on your breath. It's called Anapan. And 3 days continuously for 4 a.m. in the morning till 9:30 p.m. every day. Hardly few breaks, and we sit and we meditate and we practice only this. What do you mean by we meditate? We practice, we learn how to focus on your breath. Incoming breath, outgoing breath. Incoming breath, outgoing breath. And then we also focus the sensation that breath is creating on the upper lip. That's it for 3 days. Continuous for 3 days. It's a guided meditation in the sense there's an audio. It's an audio guided meditation. So on 3rd day, we realize that last 3 days we have learned only one thing, that is how to focus on one part of your body. So you're training your mind. It's nothing about breathing. It's not a breathing exercise. You're just training your mind how to focus. And you have used your breath and the sensation of this part of your body to focus. That's it. And then after 3rd day, according to Vipassana, you have learned and practiced how to focus. Now try to focus on entire body parts. So from top to bottom, you will start focusing. And because you have practiced that for 3 days, you can do that. I remember when my mother did Vipassana, when she came back, she did before me, and she came back and she said, Praveen, I can focus on the sensation of body and this and that. I thought it's magic or what. But when I personally went there and started doing that, I said, yeah, its sensations are there every time. It's like right now also there are certain sensations on my body, on your body. Only thing is that we are not focused. I'm focused on you. You are focused on this video. So you're not focused on that sensation. Example, goosebumps are sensations. Now, entire 7 days you will say, Praveen, why do we focus on sensations? Why we do that? Only for one reason. So 3 days we learn how to focus, and 7 days we learn only one thing. According to Vipassana meditation, which Gautam Buddha used to teach 2500 years ago, which has nothing to do with any religion, it's a standalone meditation technique. So according to this meditation technique, the only way to stay stable, peaceful life, live a peaceful life, is to stay equanimous. What do you mean by staying equanimous? It's like most of us, including me, when something happening good in front of you, we react. Something happening bad in front of us, we react. So when good is happening, we have this kind of approach. Okay, this is good. Now it should happen again, or something happened good. You are so happy about it, but that's a tie. You're tying yourself with that happiness, and then you expect that in the future also it should happen. In the future also it should happen, right? Just imagine for a moment you make one video and you get lots of views, lots of likes. Then you're making one more video. So you said, yeah, for this also I will need same likes. I'm expecting same views. So this is, you're tying yourself with happiness. It's called, there's something called Drushta Bhav and Bhokta Bhav. So if you have a Drushta Bhav towards this, what is happening, then you will just watch it as it, the way it is, it is. You will not react. It's called Drushta Bhav. You're just watching it the way it is. Not Bhokta Bhav, not consuming that. You're not reacting to it. Same thing with bad. When something happens bad in your life, imagine that unfortunately if someone is suffering from one disease, and after spending huge amount of time, energy, money, resources, that person has overcome on that disease. So even that person has overcome, but there will be a fear. What if that disease comes again, or there is a relapse? So still there is a tie. You're tying yourself with that pain. So you create aversion here, you create craving here. You want more, you don't want. So you're tying yourself. So according to Vipassana, the only way to stay peaceful, don't tie, do not react, have Drushta Bhav, just the way it is, it is. But according to Gautam Buddha, do not just rely on what has been told to us. What has been told to us. Unless and until you don't experience that on your body, that's not knowledge. It's called pragya. So for 7 days, you actually experience that on your body, because when you're sitting from 4 a.m. in the morning till 9:30 p.m., it's like if you're sitting continuously with very few breaks, there will be a good reaction and bad reaction. So there will be a backache, there will be even in your thighs, in your legs, and there's some certain good reactions also, maybe in your stomach or in your hands or in your mind, brain. You will feel good reaction, bad reaction. So for 7 days, you just learn how to stay equanimous. Close your eyes, focus on the reactions. Good, do not react. Bad, do not react. Good, do not react. Bad, do not react. Stay equanimous, maintain equanimity. We do this for 7 days. So what we do, I've learned and practiced. Learned and practice. Correct? I've learned for 7 days and I've also practiced. And then on the 10th day, we decided that yes, we will do that. Practice that. We'll continue the practice. We'll not stop. We'll continue the practice even after 10 days. Now, why many of us, we do not continue practice is because we do not understand this, which even I took some time to understand. The only reason why we practice that meditation technique, that is developing that kind of approach and perspective that, okay, I will not react, and you practice that, so you can implement in your life. What do you mean by that? that if something really happening in front of you, which is not matching your expectation, you do not react because you are practicing that, correct? You're practicing that. You did practice for almost 10 days. You're practicing that. Or something happening which is really matching your expectations, still you're not reacting because you have practicing that. So many times we just learn and practice but do not implement in our life. But the moment we start implementing that skill in our life, we start getting benefits. So earlier, imagine if your boss was saying something to you, very bad, very bad. Now you learn meditation techniques. Now you just accept it. Okay, the way it is, it is. Of course you improve. I'm not talking about we becoming a shameless person that we are not even improving or not taking suggestion. Don't go on that page. But the point I'm making is that because someone is saying something which is really hurting you, you're still not reacting to it because you have practiced that. You have learned and practiced. And someone is really praising and then you're on the 7th cloud and then oh my God, and you're not doing that also. Why? Because you have learned and practiced. So when you start implementing that, you start getting benefits in your life. And when you start getting benefits in your life, then and then only you will continue to learn and practice that soft skills. So when I ask my colleague to improve coding, that person sees the instant benefit. Okay, if I improve my coding, there will be increase in salary, I get more money and this, and you see instant benefits in hard skills. But you don't see instant benefits in soft skills. You have to learn, you have to practice, you have to implement in your life. And then once you implement, then you get benefits. But the maximum people, they stop here only. Even in Vipassana. The beauty of Vipassana is this, that you meet 10 people, everyone will tell or share unique learning. Everyone has their own way of understanding Vipassana. So Vipassana is not about sitting for hours and closing your eyes. Vipassana is about learning how not to react, or good or bad, and implementing that in your life. That is Vipassana. And then you get benefits. Let's take one more example. You know, I'm a student of communication. I love to share my ideas, values, thoughts with the world. So every time when you speak in front of people, public speaking, many people, they learn. Sometimes they attend my live workshops, sometimes they learn from someone else, but they learn. Some people, they practice. Just like in other soft skills, even in meditation, there are many people, they have not learned, still they practice. Alright, what is meditation? I can focus on my breath. Meditation has nothing to do with your breath. Some people, they don't learn, still they practice. Public speaking, I can speak one-to-one. So the first fundamental mistake you do, that many people, they do that, they even without learning, they practice, which is incorrect. So you learn, you practice. But like meditation skill, what they feel that public speaking is only when I will stand in front of large audience on that elevated big platform and then I will speak, then I will apply. Or public speaking is when I'm getting an opportunity to stand on the red carpet of TEDx and then I will speak. It's not like that. Moment you start implementing public speaking skills in your life, even if you're sitting in front of small friends group, and if you're implementing public speaking, what is public speaking? It has nothing to do with your body language. You can't see even my half body. It has nothing to do with body language and vocal variety. Public speaking is a very small part. Public speaking is all about learning techniques and methods of organizing your content and delivering your content effectively in front of people within the given time. So when you learn that, so even if you're standing in front of your family members, imagine there is a big conflict in your family, not resolved since many years, and you invite every family members and you all are sitting in front of you and you're standing and you're speaking in such a way that you resolve that conflict. That is public speaking only. Or imagine you have only 5 minutes to speak in front of your boss to prove your perspective or your point of view. That is public speaking only. So unless and until whatever you are learning in public speaking, the techniques and methods you're learning in public speaking, you do not implement, you will not get benefit. And when we don't get benefit, we lose interest. We are human beings. We always look for benefits. So one of the key reasons, to be very precise answer to that question, that why people are very keen in learning hard skills, because they see instant benefits there. But in soft skills, they don't see instant benefits. You have to learn, you have to practice, you have to implement in your life, and then you get benefits. But as I told you earlier also, if you really want to grow exponentially in your life, you need both hard skills and soft skills. That's my perspective, ladies and gentlemen. What's your view? This is Pranav signing out. Until we meet again.